The OneFootball app has a brand new look, but all the same old features that are useful for an FPL manager. Get customized push notifications to receive team news, goal alerts, and more. Download it for free via the link in the description. A score of 69 points in Gameweek 9 has seen a small green arrow up to around 120,000. Southampton extended their unbeaten run with a 1-1 draw at Wolves, largely down to the heroics of McCarthy, who pulled off 8 saves to claim maximum bonus points. The move to bring in Target got off to a bad start, after Aston Villa were beaten 2-1 by Brighton. But Arsenal's poor form in front of goal continued to see Ayling earn a clean sheet. Leeds allowed just 2 shots on target during the game week, with only Chelsea restricting the opposition to fewer. Captain Bruno Fernandez converted a penalty at the second time of asking, after his first effort had been saved by an eager Sam Johnstone, who came off his line too early. The Portuguese star provided a total of 6 attempted assists against the Baggies, which was more than any other player during the game week. Youngman Son remained calm and clinical to score with Tottenham's only shot in the first half against Man City, in what was a classic Jose Mourinho performance. The South Korean managed just a single touch in the opposition's box all game. Spurs added a second goal through Giovanni Lo Celso, as Kane picked up yet another assist, his 9th of the season. No teammate completed more passes in the final third than the England captain. Calvert-Lewin benefited from a porous Fulham defence that allowed the Toffees 3 big chances. The Everton forward landed 3 shots on target, with only Sadio Mane managing more during the game week. Although he failed to find the back of the net against Arsenal, Bamford showed plenty of encouraging signs. The 27-year-old was afforded 2 big chances and 5 shots in the box, striking the post with one of his efforts. So let's move on to the transfer plans ahead of Game Week 10. With money tight for future plans, another early transfer has been confirmed that sees Jamie Vardy make his way into the team ahead of ties with Fulham, Sheffield Utd and Brighton. The 33-year-old has had 7 big chances in the last 4 game weeks, only Bamford has been afforded more. Unfortunately, that has meant saying goodbye to Harry Kane for the time being. Spurs attackers could tick over despite the fixtures, but I just feel that Vardy and the City premiums have a higher ceiling, and provide better captaincy options over this upcoming run. With that being said, Heung-min Son is a potential transfer out, though it would be for a hit. Kevin De Bruyne's recent rise in price means there's not quite enough money in the bank to bring in the Belgian in a straight swap, so it would have to be the more differential Raheem Sterling who came in. As poor as City have been, there's no doubt in my mind that they'll start to climb up the table over this period. The fixtures are just too good for them not to. Having said that, it would be nice to actually see them come through the Burnley game and pass that first test before jumping on board, especially when we're talking about replacing the informed Son. So the current plan is to wait on the second move for now, and look to bring in one of the City premiums ahead of the Fulham fixture next game week. Either for Son or maybe even for Bruno Fernandez, depending on what happens in Game Week 10. Here's how the team is set to line up. McCarthy has been a real saving grace over the last 4 game weeks, where he's averaged 5.5 points per game. No goalkeeper has made more than his 19 saves over that period, which bodes well for the meeting with Man United on Sunday. With Fulham travelling to the King Power Stadium, Justin comes back into the 11 to replace Walker Peters. The 22-year-old may be at risk of losing his starting place in the coming game weeks, but should still be good in the short term as Pereira and Castagna work their way back. There's even a small chance he could fill in at centre-back until Soyuncu returns, if the Foxes stick with the back 3. Target faces a West Ham side that, despite climbing up to 8th place in the table, have only managed a single goal in each of the last 4 game weeks. They fashioned 4 big chances in that time, with only Southampton and West Brom faring worse. It could be worth fielding Tyrick Mitchell ahead of Ayling, on the off chance Roy Hodgson decides to tinker with his defence following the defeat to Burnley. Leeds have been very hit and miss at the back, so it's difficult to predict how they'll fare against Everton. The Toffees rank 15th with their total of 5 big chances in the last 4 game weeks, with 3 of those coming against Fulham last weekend. There's good news in midfield, as Salah looks set for a return in the Champions League midweek. Brighton have conceded 8 goals in their 3 matches against Big 6 teams this season, at an average of 2.7 per game. The remaining 3 spots in midfield are now very template, with Son, Grealish and Fernandez sitting in 71%, 65% and 52% of the top 100,000 teams respectively. Grealish and Fernandez rank joint top amongst FPL midfielders for shots on target in the last 4 game weeks, while only Jota and Salah have had more big chances than Son. With 3 goals and 1 assist in the last 4 game weeks, Calvert-Lewin has averaged 6.8 points per game. He's taken 5 shots on target over that period, with only Vardy and Bamford landing more amongst forwards. The lead striker tops just about every metric for goal threat over this period, taking league-leading figures of 18 shots in the box, 9 efforts on target and 8 big chances. It'll be tempting to give Mo Salah the armband if he looks sharp midweek, with the Egyptian now below 28% ownership. But Jamie Vardy just about edges him this game week, with that home fixture against Fulham. No side have shipped more than their 18 goals this season, with only West Brom equalling that tally.